Okay, hello everybody. This is Donna, also Noodly Bits. I'm going to do today, I'm going to do some tie dyeing, and I'm going to record it and show you guys what I'm doing. What I am using, I have it slightly open. Picked this up from Walmart. It's a Tulip Tye Dye kit. They come individual bottles. There's some 3-packs with different colors. They've also got like 12 colors, 18 colors. They got a big party box with bunch of different colors. Each one comes in with the dye, and there's an instruction sheet, and it comes with some rubber bands and plastic gloves, which you want to have the plastic gloves. This kit has fuchsia, teal, and purple. So we'll take this out. Oh, okay. And it's got a little pamphlet in here. Get these out of the way. Got a little pamphlet in here that shows you how to fold to get different tie-dye effects. So we'll have to see which one I want to do on this one. I don't know. Oh, that one looks cute. We'll see. I might just do what I used to do as a kid and just crunch it all up and see what I get. Okay. So first thing you want to do, you need to cover your work surface with plastic. This is a plastic trash bag and paper towel. So the paper towel is going to soak up the tie-dye water. And then you also are going to need your item to tie-dye. This is a 100% cotton Gildan t-shirt I picked up from Walmart. So it's about my size. So what you want to do is, once you decide how you want to do this, what I think I might do is try a swirl. The swirl's a pretty easy one. So for the swirl, you decide where you want the swirl to be centered. I'm kind of slightly oddball. I like it to be a little bit off center. So you're gonna pinch your shirt where you want the middle of your swirl, and you just start turning it. And as it turns, and here I'm gonna move my paper towels. It's picking up my paper towels. I don't want that. We'll put those down when we get to the dyeing. Okay. So as you swirl, and you want to bunch in, get the sleeves in, the top, the hem. And then I think I'm just gonna crumple up the sleeve and do a little crumple at the bottom. And I should have thought to separate my rubber bands before I did that. Okay. So once we've got everything, and put your rubber bands around it to hold it together. If you hear any background noises, I have a neighbor who's throwing a party. My brother is upstairs watching television, and so I'm trying to do this before my brother comes downstairs. Okay. Let's see. Do a little something down here at the bottom. They give you plenty of rubber bands, so don't be afraid to use them all. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like this. Get my paper towels back. So at this point, you will need your plastic gloves. This kit includes 4. So I use 1 pair when I'm dyeing, then I use 1 pair later when I'm rinsing. And I'm going to go ahead and open the top. You need to add, this has powder at the bottom, you're going to need to add water. I'm going to go ahead and open those up, get them ready. I got some water over here to pour in. But it's kind of hard to unscrew the caps when you got the, oop, I got that one in the way. Okay. Oh, one thing I am going to do first, I have a spray bottle with water. The t-shirt's dry. You can wash it ahead of time, leave it wet, or do it dry. I like to do it dry and then I just spray it with a little bit of water to moisten it so the dye sticks in. Hopefully I didn't get anybody wet. Okay. So we get that. Now I got a little bit of water. Fill this up to the top. Don't try not to overfill it. I usually do this at the sink, but it's not too easy to bring you guys into my kitchen sink. Okay, once you get the water in there, you want to put the cap back on, nice and tight. Shake it back up until you mixed in all the you've mixed in all the powder dye. A little bit at the bottom. We'll give it a good shake before we start tie dyeing. Oops. Excuse me. Okay, and once they're all mixed, excuse me. Ooh, pop the little top off, and then sorry about that. Okay, so then we decide, now when you do the swirl and you put the rubber bands on, you can't really tell from here, but it's usually round. Mine's a little oblong because I tied it funny. And when you put the rubber band on, it looks like a funny, like an asterisk shape. To get the swirl, you just want to put the dye in one portion or one corner side of between the rubber bands. You want to try and get it in, make sure you get it in between the folds and everything. Let it soak in. That one kind of got a little messy. We'll do the next one. No, you know what? I want to put teal down here. Oops. This part of the fabric didn't get wet. Okay. Now if you get two colors next to each other, realize, you know, if they will mix and blend a little bit. Let's see. Do a little more teal over here. Okay, and then you also want to make sure you flip it over and do the back side. As I can see, some of it's already soaked through the back, but it's a little pink in here with my purple. See what that does. What I'm doing now is getting into the folds where I twisted it, making sure there's dye in there. Because otherwise, if you don't get the dye in everything, you're going to end up with a bunch of white on your tie-dye. Which is not a bad thing, but it does kind of look funny when you've got, you know, one little splash over here and then everything else is white. going into the insides to make sure I cover as much as I want to with the white. Cover as much as I want with the dye. And also, just because the kit comes with 3 colors doesn't mean you have to use all 3. I'm a big fan of purple, so I'm using more of that than the others. This will just about do it. I don't have a lot of teal, so I'll squeeze a little bit more in there. And so once you have your item dyed, what you're going to want to do next, hold on, I'm going to cap up my dyes in case I knock them over, I don't make a big mess. The dyes are still good when, you know, if you don't use them all. The dye's still good for a few hours, but you don't want to leave it for too long. And you don't want, of course, don't want to leave them where kids are going to get at them. So now what we want to do, and I forgot to mention this before, you will need plastic wrap. So I'm going to take you. Okay. And so now you're going to want to, and then you're going to want to wrap your item in plastic wrap. Okay. And then you're going to want to let this sit for 6 to 8 hours. The longer you let it sit, the more vibrant your colors are going to be. So, you know, if you're after 6 to 8 hours, you're going to rinse this out with plain water until all the color until the water runs clear, and then run it through a cycle on your washing machine. So, this is going to be it for now. I will probably return later to show you what in about 6 to 8 hours, to show you what the finished t-shirt looked like. Okay, it's been a little more than 8 hours. I've already rinsed out the tie-dye t-shirt I did. Washing machine just finished, so I'm gonna pull it out and let's see what it looks like. There was a penny in my washing machine. So, not too bad. I didn't get enough dye in where I pinched. Right here is where I pinched it to get the swirl. You can see a little bit of a swirl, but I kind of missed it. So, I've got a lot of white in the front where I didn't get everything. There's where I crumpled the bottom. There's the back. And this is still damp. The color might change after I put it through the dryer. So, see some purple, some pink, a little bit of the teal in there. So, that's our completed tie-dye. Feel free, I started a Facebook page. Link will be in the description. And but you can find the tulip kits. I bought them at Walmart. That's where same way I also bought the t-shirt. So it's where you can find the kits and everything. Try it yourself, you know, see what else. I might just pick up a few more colors and try some more, tie-dye some more things, so who knows. So have a good day, everybody. Be kind. Do some good deeds for somebody. And if you're in the hurricane areas on the East Coast or in the fire areas on the West Coast, be safe.